Hey guys, this is DP the Hitmaker from Daniel Studios Photography, and today we're going to be talking about a question I get in my DMs every single week. And that question is, what camera gear should I invest in when I'm starting out in photography? First, I want to say, before you invest into photography equipment, I would first like to have you ask yourself this question. What are you looking to do in photography? Is this something that you want to do as a hobby? Is something you want to consider to do professionally? That will ultimately determine in which direction you will go in terms of picking your gear. Having a general idea of what you want to create with the camera gear that you're looking to invest in would ultimately help you budget correctly. And speaking of budget, my second point would be, don't be afraid to buy used. I am a big advocate of used gear. I've been buying used gear for a very long time. In the beginning of my career, my first 4 cameras were all used cameras. The good thing about buying used gear is, one, no one's gonna know that you shot what you shot with a used gear. You know what I'm saying? They only see the final product. That's one. Two, buying used gear will help you allocate some of the cash from the actual physical camera body to actually investing in better lenses. Every 2 years or so, they're always coming out with a new camera body. The technology is always changing. Everything's always upgrading. But for your lenses, the lenses pretty much stay pretty consistent. I've had a couple lenses that I've had since the beginning of my career in 2012, and I still have these lenses to this day. That goes to my third point, invest in your lenses. I would rather get a cheap camera body and get a really, really good lens than to get a really, really good camera body and to get a cheap lens. Because I can have a $10,000 camera and I put a cheap lens in front of it, it's gonna look garbage, I'm not gonna lie. But if I have any cheap camera body and I have a lens that shoots a 1.4 f-stop or aperture, and I have this very buttery background, you know what I'm saying? And it just makes your images look so much better than somebody who had a $10,000 camera. Whatever system you do decide to go with, whether it's Sony, Canon, Olympus, or any of those other brands, definitely consider the lens choices that they do have for the future. Because once you invest in lenses, it's gonna be hard to kind of get out of that ecosystem, because you will change bodies from time to time, but your lenses pretty much stay the same. So what you wanna do is do some research on the type of company that you wanna invest in. So I'm a Sony user because I love their ecosystem. I love the fact that they have so much variety of lenses from their main company, Sony, and from third-party companies like Tamron, Sigma, Samyang. I love their options for lenses and stuff. So there goes to my fourth point. If you are planning on buying brand new camera gear, refrain from buying the kit lens. I personally hate kit lenses because, one, usually they have a variable aperture. So as you zoom in, the aperture goes up, making you lose a lot of light in your images. And you don't get that depth of field, that shallow depth of field, that blurry background like how you see here with, my 85mm lens. Don't buy the kit lens, but use your knowledge from what you want to do to invest in a proper lens. If you want to be a portrait photographer, I would definitely recommend a 50mm or 85mm lens. And if you want to be a landscape photographer, I would definitely recommend a 24-70 2.8 or 24mm lens, or anything wide angle will definitely help with that. And last but not least, always remember, your gear doesn't make you a professional photographer. It's what you do and how you use your camera that will ultimately determine your level of expertise in your field. So I would say, when you're starting off, maybe don't spend all your money on buying a gear. Maybe you can spend a little bit of money buying a used camera, buying a really good lens, and then the rest of the money you have left over, I would definitely invest into a photography school or a mentor and have them teach you, so that way you can get better. And once you start to get better, then you can start to buy some of the better gear. If you're a good photographer, better gear does help improve your work, but it doesn't really make sense if you don't know what you're doing. I would say definitely invest in your knowledge and your skills first, and then upgrade your equipment. All right, that's all, folks. And for the actual list of gear, please check out the description below, where I will list some of my personal favorite camera bodies, entry level, that you guys can actually start with and maybe start investing into your career. Adios.